for you to talk about forming a strong General Assembly. You see, the General Assembly, by provision of the Constitution, is even supposed to meet more than the SRC Parliament.
Yes,
and they have some sort of, they give some sort of power by the Constitution and all that. But your attention has been shifted away from that. How do you respond to it?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. So, as stated in the Constitution, previously we were not having the General Assemblies, but my predecessor has been able to organize at least two. And then, because it's a provision of the Constitution, if I'm given the mandate to serve, I'm going to improve upon it.
What's the composition of the General Assembly?
So the General Assembly comprises of the GHA, the provincial executives of the SRC. We have the committee chairs, then the JCR presidents or hostel presidents.
How do you people always recite that there's a committee chair or committee chairs are part of the General Assembly?
Yeah. So because
the General Assembly, the provision is that the provincial executive officers,
yes, please,
the president and secretaries of all JCRs, then elected or rep from the JCRs, then a women commissioner, then a rep from a school. So here a rep from SPH, which may be the president of the association. Yes. So where from the committee chairs, because almost every person who attends this question as a committee chair. The standing committees from which these people were appointed.
So we have the editorial committee.
So the editorial committee, so these committees are appointed by the executive officers.
Yes, please.
Executive officers, we know them.
Yes, please.
But how come a General Assembly appointed committees like the executive officers would do? That means that we have two committees running at different. Even the whole province didn't appoint a committee or committee chair. Sorry. Okay. Do you get my question? So state the committees that were formed and then the committee chairs that were appointed.
Okay. So we have, as I earlier said, we have the standing committees. Yes. of the.
How many standing committees do we have?
I can't tell the actual figure.
So how many standing committees were formed?
With all the standing committees that are in Parliament, we had appointees who were working in that state.
So the standing committees that we have in our constitution.
Yes, please. The constitution.
The SRC
Parliament. Yes.
The GA also replicated that.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And then they made them members of
the GA. Yes, please.
Which article? It looks like those people like positions, but like you like you like positions, but big.
Deputy Project and Program Coordinator, Local Software Secretary.
Yes, please.
Deputy Vocational Training Chairperson, Corporate Program.
Yes, please.
And then I'm coming. Then I saw Federal SRC Security Committee Chairperson.
Yes, please.
It's just you as SRC Committee Chairperson. The federal don't have. You don't have Federal SRC Committee and provincial. Okay. So because Hohoe appoints provincial. You see where the issues with nomenclature comes in. Because Hohoe appoints their committee chairpersons. So if an appointment from the federals come, then they have to attach federal to it to differentiate between these two appointees, which is we'll look at that in the next parliament. So my question that I was going to ask is, what provision of the SRC constitution do you stand your power from as a provincial president if you are elected into office?
So it's the chapter 4, the article 26, we talk about the provincial president, SRC president.
What does it say under it? So
under the provincial SRC president, it talks about the president shall be the spokesman of all the students on his campus. Then the president shall represent the SRC in any court of justice on which proceedings are heard on behalf or against the SRC, the campus, the SRC campus, like province. Then the provincial president shall be a signatory to all vouchers that are sent to the executive committee for
So,
funds.
as a provincial president elect, if the people elect you,
Yes, please.
What are the processes your budget will go through to Parliament? Because in your earlier submission, you said that you're a newbie, which I don't know how you defended yourself by saying you're a newbie, because there are rules. Everything tells you what you should do. So if you had read your constitution, you don't use that as an excuse. So now I'm asking you, how do you, or what's the process of, what processes will your budget go through for approval at Parliament, and after approval, what are the processes that it will go through again?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So when the General Assembly decides on a particular project to embark on, and then the budget is drawn for that project and approved by the General Assembly, we take it to the Finance Committee for them to go through the budget, and then we submit it to Parliament for it to be discussed and approved. So when it is approved in Parliament, then the Federal Treasurer then takes it to the Dean of Students, go and defend the budgets for approval. Then when the Dean of Students approves the budget, then the President has to give his final authorization to the disbursement of the funds for it to come to the Hohoe Campus.
One last question.
Okay. Then who asked the last question? Yes. Okay. Me, I mean the cadet corps.
Yes, please.
Okay. I don't know, but I think I have personal interest in the cadet. Okay, because I mean, I think it should be ideal that we have some form of cadet corps. Do you get it? If as a federal president is giving a state of the SRC address, there should be some form of display from the cadets, and I would just want to encourage you, aside you trying to have your way at the beginning of the vetting, it decrease. Okay, but I mean it's a good idea. Okay, and try and push it. I think they have some of the wooden guns at the hostel. Do you get it? So try and then pursue it. It should add much to the SRC.
Thank you.
I would also say that
You said you like music.
Yes, please.
Who is currently the TGMA artist of the year?
The VGMA. I don't know.
Look into the camera. Do you know TGMA or no? Or not? You don't know TGMA. I've not heard of TGMA. No, you've never heard of TGMA.
Okay, so one advice I have for you, should in case you are voted in as the president, I advise you that if you want good governance in Hohoe province, then you should fight for the GA system should work very well, so that you bring all those who are supposed to be part involved, so that your voices can be heard in Parliament. Thank you. Mr. Justice Akun. So at this point, we bring your vetting to an end. But before you leave, I would want to ask you if you have any word or anything for the panel.
What I have for the panel is to thank the panel for their time and then their dedication to ensuring that the aspirants that are coming for their upcoming leaders are properly vetted. Thank you very much.
Okay. And then I will give you 1 minute to 1 minute to talk to students who are watching from YouTube. So I want you to look straight at the camera and then say something to them.
So fellow students,
You're a politician. See that?
On that
The Student Representative Council elections are fast approaching, and this is your chance to make your voice heard. As students, the SRC represents our interests, advocates for our needs, and ensures that our concerns are addressed by the university administration. This election is your opportunity to choose leaders who will not only make a difference. The student